You know how long we've both been waiting for this moment.
I'm starting to think that Emily launched a podcast with me so she could just have all of her favorite people come on and join.
I mean, it sounds like an amazing plan because at the end of the day, if we have this platform, I want to show people that inspire us, that make the world better, that are sickening and that I really, really respect. And on the couch today, on this flight, we have the amazing
one and only
Elliot Rentz, a.k.a. Alexis Stone.
Yay, thanks for having me.
Oh, did you hear that?
Hello, governor.
All right. On the real, though, it's been many, many years that I've been following your artistry. As I told you before we started, because we started this conversation, I was like, we need to shut up because...
I know.
From the moment you arrived, I'm like, why can't we stop talking?
I know. We've got to be mic'd up 24/7, right?
I know.
That's fine. Just put it in my bra. Never mind. I don't have boobs. I really consider you in the caliber of artistry as I do some of my favorite musicians. Your visual art, the way that you use social media, the way that you patiently and honestly are open about your life and the steps that you take to create this amazing art. It has been a gift to follow your journey. And I'm sure that people are listening have been touched by your art, but maybe they don't know the extent of how hard you work and what you do to kind of like make your vision come to fruition. So I'm very honored to have you on the couch today. I have so many questions for you.
Before we begin, it's important to us. So you go by Elliot Rentz, which I assume is like your government name.
Sure.
And Alexis Stone, which I see is your chosen name.
Sure.
And are you comfortable being addressed as either? Do you have a preference?
I'm so used to people calling me Alexis that when I hear Elliot, especially when I'm in drag, I'm like, you can't use that name with me. But I think just over the years from going from having this drag persona, which was the brand, I guess, Alexis Stone, now that those lines have kind of blurred and I'm maybe venturing further away from doing just drag now, I kind of like, it's more personable when people are like, hey, Elliot, like, what are you up to? So Alexis is like the glossy brand. Elliot is the crazy man behind it all.
I love it. The wizard behind the Oz.
The wizard behind the curtain. Huh?
So who's with us today?
Elliot's with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on holiday. I'm in Miami.
Yeah, baby.
No wigs, no titties in my luggage.
Good.
Yeah.
What's your luggage amount? How much? Yeah, I want to know.
That's a situation. I have some stories of when I'm traveling with like Doubtfire where they open up these boxes and there's like a head in it.
Oh my God.
Because you have to travel. Yeah. I put it in my hand luggage because it's so expensive.
Yeah.
And we put it in these big like FBI Mission Impossible boxes with a head in with the prosthetics on. So you very much open it and you have
a head.
Mrs. Doubtfire's face without paint on. And I have to just kind of be like, oh, I'm a makeup artist. But that titties I've been stocked with. We have these little pants that have like a silicone like camel toe on. So when you want to really sell the fantasy, I've had that pulled out. I don't travel with things like toys.
What's your answer for that?
I wear sunglasses now for most of my time because it just like adds a barrier where I can just go into like a Nicole Kidman like speech
moment. Yeah.
I just say I'm an actress. I play lots of different characters. No, I just say I'm a makeup artist. 9 times out of 10, they're so shocked that they're just like, all right. I'm sure they find weird things like that all the time. Toys?
Yeah, toys for sure.
Toys
for sure.
People love traveling on holiday with toys.
Heck
They're
yeah.
like, I don't want a day off.
No. In fact, let's spice it up. While we're
in the sun on a little boat.
Oh, yeah.
It's so funny listening to you use the word holiday because you're obviously from the UK and here in the US, holiday is like Christmas.
Right.
Yeah. Christmas is a holiday.
What do you call if you were to go to like the Maldives?
A vacation.
Yeah, a vacation.
A vacation.
I see a vacation. If I was to go to New York, that's a vacation, not a holiday, because it's not sunny.
Oh. But wait, aren't you from the UK? It's so dark over there.
Well, anything's a fucking holiday. Anything's a holiday. But I like, if I'm not packing to go on holiday, like a hot summer's beach vibe, it's a vacation.
Okay.
It's a vacation.
Okay,
so
now I know the difference.
Vacation, holiday. I'm just glad that you're here and we're all gay. My point.
Same. I love being gay.
You said something that like made my brain buzz. You're like, I didn't want to be just a drag queen. I didn't want to be just interpreted as this. That's something that I really fuck with about you, that you're always going across all these different mediums.
Sure.
Sometimes you're transforming. Sometimes you're doing makeup. Sometimes you have your own makeup. Like the day that you announced that brow
The brown
bleach.
Yeah. A moment.
You
right?
don't understand how many people I sent that to and was like,
She doesn't wear makeup usually, by the way.
This
This
is
is
my
somebody
makeup.
who
Perfect.
no.
doesn't wear makeup ever unless like she really must.
I'm the same.
And
I
she's
don't wear a
obsessed with-
stitch of makeup unless I'm
Okay, but you don't have
in
to.
makeup. Wow.
Yeah.
There's still an expectancy. A little bit of powder.
Something.
Yeah.
'Cause I need concealer because my Arab and my Cuban, I got like a 20-piece luggage set under these eyes.
You
Girl.
can get those tattooed. You can get that filled in with a little pigment.
What?
I mean, don't ask me about shit because I'm like,
You know all the
No,
answers.
I'm gonna ask you
you can
about
make
everything.
a few injections. No.
Okay, but anyway, my question was, I've always wanted to ask you, because I see you as an artist.
Thanks.
I don't see you as
Yeah.
a makeup artist or this or that or whatever. What do you consider yourself as? Are you a creator? Are you an artist? Are you an? I don't even know how to quantify everything that you do. How do you see that?
I get asked a lot, what do you do for a living? And it is complicated because I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not like I turn up a part of Glam Squad and I turn someone out. I'm not just a special effects makeup artist. It is eclectic. And I find the best way to describe it is kind of overall just being a transformer in whatever sort of way you approach that. But I don't know. I'm a kid that plays dress up, and that's
was about to
really
say,
at the
where did it come
forefront of
from?
it. That even when I was a kid, I was wanting to wear dresses and wigs. I used to have this old lady fat suit, and I used to put in these clip-in teeth and this big curly red wig, and I used to break into this garden shop that we lived nearby, and I used to get told off, and it was always about concealing me and playing dress up because I just loved it. I loved the idea of being in a different world and being unrecognizable and misbehaving. And that even now, whether it's plastic surgery, makeup, or these transformations, even for a split second, I'm like unrecognizable. I don't know. It's kind of like a safety blanket, I guess.
Like an invisibility cloak.
It's like our armor. We all pick like what we want to wear. I look at people's faces and I go, I want to look like them for the week.
That's why I play
love
drums.
that.
Yeah. Well,
I play drums because they cover my face and because they
Yes.
feel like armor.
yeah.
And when I'm playing drums, I feel the most powerful, but I feel like nobody can see me.
Yeah.
And I've been like trying to figure out why I felt so weird being looked at. And then we went down this whole rabbit hole because when I was a kid, I used to purposefully look bad. For example, like every single day of my life, I'd wear 2 braids, different color socks, like baggy sweater, khakis to the floor. It didn't matter in Miami if it was 108 degrees. Like I felt like I was hiding myself by wearing all that stuff. And then later in my life, I realized I was actually sticking out.
Were you doing it actively trying to rebel, or were you just trying to blend in?
No, I was rebelling 100%, but I guess I didn't realize that it was garnering the attention that it did. And people would be like, put your hair down. You'd look so much prettier with your hair down. And I'm like, what's the opposite?
Yeah, I
can
don't want
do
to
about-
conform. I want to
Right.
transform. Yeah.
Or at least transform into what I thought. Unfortunately, it was an ugly ass hoe, but
I mean, we all make choices. We all make choices.
choices.
I love that phrase. That's the second time I hear you use
Sure,
it. I love
use
it.
it every day.
We all make
Come on,
I see
choices.
people
Tiziana.
making choices.
all the time.
Yeah.
I, for one, absolutely consider you an artist.
Thanks.
I think that if somebody didn't know who you were and you just had to use a word that would maybe properly describe what you do, not that transformer isn't great, but I think that your capability is so much even further beyond what people are seeing because your brain is nuts.
Yeah.
Just from a marketing perspective, from just in general, the way that you approach everything that you do, you are absolutely an artist. You're
Thanks.
just an artist.
It is very much from the moment my eyes open to the moment I try and let them shut. It's just a creative way of thinking. Through life, how I'm going to get through my next 24 hours is approached creatively. So I do create those worlds in my head.
Yeah.
So artistic.
So
I
you
can't
are the
imagine.
multiverse.
I'm in my own world. I'm having the time of my life. What?
Launching.